Oh, what I missed! Shot down with the die. You had your warning!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
It's just to get the right idea. He has to hear, well, he's gonna go into blows. I don't mind this. Again, funny thing, I acknowledge the fact that all we need to do is slow down the game. As long as they don't end the game, you are fine. You still, and honestly, even though EE is not a lot for being carried, he is still one flop. Only below the code as well. His axe is about to be done. It's okay timing until he's double wraith band. I'm not too sad about this. It's not too great. Not ball line away, they have to relocate, but it might be a bit too late. Someone say fire. It's only the Alchemist. And Snitty realizes what it was ultimate for. Look at this lonely little companion cube. It's the amount of friends he has left through E2. What? God.
The tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
By in 5 seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point. Oh, so I didn't.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, got her.
Stings.
Horse me into the time we were right.
Well, so once you go up the island, you can back after, and especially Shadow leave for you. So I like the fact that they decided let's not commit to it. That here is engagement we saw strong having it with two partners. Times nowadays we often see just Gyro up to go, I'm Gyro, and you essentially play like a pocket. But the truth. Vio can switch around between partners freely. You have more to do here. He was unhappy that he tethered the first back. No, that's not in the storm. They go straight for the code. 9 in trouble. No, that's a ghost you can hit too. That's good. But Ryle still out of ghost range, which means he can finish off 9 here. He's gonna take him down here. But there's another one on Ryle. I don't know if he wants to continue this feed. No more dust on him. Yeah. Tools ready. There's the help, but Weaver also coming nearby. I think Ryle is gone. Yep. So, like mentioning the double partner, the fact that tethered to the burst to save him and can do a lot in the team fight is super valuable. So, I think the draft is good for fighting PEPEGAS as well. I mean, I think this time draft is really solid. I will say that I feel J.STORM need to have this in. It is not a draft they can just keep up this level of for. Oh, what? How did the I think they might have seen they just started. Well, Coca. Oh, Blade Mail also returns magical damage. That's another big point, actually. So, because Blade Mail is really skills you can't separate. You call down your Rocket Barrage, Blade Mail comes out. You're like, well, I can't stop this, right? Days or you still do this when because you. So maybe that's one of the reasons among others. I think it's never bad to have this. Radiance will eventually come out of the. He is
under attack.
I know. I was just playing, playing the counter. I also will say that EE
Dire's top tower is under attack.
is a believer pipe. He was the guy that started playing pipe on the Lycan. Do you remember? So, pop. I remember those when start the tier 2 teams were starting to copy it. And our team came to the stage like, oh, I don't like it. That build seems garbage. That's the only comment he's ever made in my stream ever. And I was like, oh well, that's not. Thank you, RT. It's crazy. Hey. Oh, what a nice.
Over here now. Lower the boom.
Very nice. Did you see 9? Okay, so they would go all the way first. Very just quick team because I was. No, he pumped.
Radiant's middle tower is
Which
under
was
attack.
the creeps were seeing him, and he pumped it toward. I mean, I know it's stupid. It's not that big a deal. A lot of could come through. It shows why 9 is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We're on to this match. No. Nah. Match, please. The Mirana needs. She's still good. 56% win rate in all brackets. That's way too good. To play I can't learn Mirana. I mean, she's meepo, but. Go for Lewis now. Defense and finished. I like the build he shows. Go for the early stats. Try to have them done wave. He did go for the sword. It's just being a scout here. It can be.
I am dangerous.
Oh.
Up. Regeneration.
Golden blade.
Is under attack.
Don't get that credit. It's all the movie.
Not so safe harbor, eh?
No, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. No, just started to go full. Nope, I have to get away. Wait, never mind.
Radiant turret. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He has the colossal bait.
Radiant's top tower is under
Because you
attack.
throw, and you put like whatever, right? When you put
Dire's
snake,
bottom tower has fallen.
no, you throw the whole thing, yes. And when you throw the whole fishing when it catches it, you
Dire's
get it out of the water.
is under attack.
put it takes it away from you. That's how you fish in Spain. Is that not how you do it in America? Yeah, it's what you call rod fishing. There's fly fishing, there's rod fishing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, you know what? Oh yeah. It's really well. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Indeed, next time you're gonna eat it. But yes, it's kind of similar. So. good exercise too, huh?
Dire's
Here.
bottom tower
Tough, man.
is under attack.
Huge-ish. Here, down. They're thinking about taking it. They're taking over the triangle. I think PEPEGAS. They actually are on both triangles, but they haven't awarded their own defensive triangle, which is a necessity right now.
Dire's bottom
They have put an
tower
offensive
is
ward. I
under
hope they
attack.
realize that they need to ward this as well, because the guys at J.STORM also understand the importance of these triangles. And again, I feel that. Oh no!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Touché!
Love when you lost the powers on me.
Zap!
But it's just Austin Powers to me. The fighting PEPEGAS here, they didn't have vision of the high ground, which they didn't consider the storm jumping in. They understand that the MA team might have an issue with the ward. Go and get most of the time and take advantage of their low hit ganks. Link, which might be a bit
Dire's
different here.
bottom tower is under attack.
What are you? You're blocking mainly electric ward. It's actually massive. You managed to catch the easily. Yeah. It's the better build. Oh, I agree, but it was the worst, right? You have to understand the item timings and when they're important, right? It's not to how BKB, the later you get more impact with him, but the earlier you get it, the quicker you can make the turn. This is kind of similar. And Kiss situation needed the stats early and join your team and get the kills and get the experience that you Weaver. That's the whole point of playing this hero. And now you have the Lincolns ready. But at the same time, Mumian is acting as bit, and they constantly take away his mana. So you don't really ever use your spell. At least not Viscous Nasal Goo. I don't know how easy it is to cancel out Lincolns constantly. That double mana brick with the Fusel Blade plus mana brick talent is pretty brutal. Oh. That's 3. You hate Storm State. Take it down now. They tier 2 in the bottom line. Ideally with the overcharge that they have.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, well yeah we do.
Here I am!
Yeah. Think so. I know you asking questions for.
This will do.
That's for me!
I don't want to lie. Everything I've said in this cast is 100% real, and I want people to understand the cultural traditions. I'm like, we have tree throwing contests though. No, it's usually like the strongest man. Oh, true. Yeah. I would say it's Axe. It's usually an Axe-like character. Red too. Oh wow. I mean, painted red because war. Yeah, that's not what I was. Yes.
Looking for me?
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower.
What are you
has
on
fallen.
about, please? I don't. Sure. You. Sure. It's. I thought that worth constantly to be on. We're seeing them starting to lead, but this is expected. I told you. 30 to 40 minutes. Lion starts to fall off. Past 40 minutes. What is doing? It's just they went for a draft. It was a good draft, but you needed to have this earlier. I could.
Radiant's top tower is under
Exclusive right
attack.
now. There's a reason why this hero is not often picked, because the games, if they do long, you don't have a plan. And unfortunately, this combines with the Kung. I think the build he went for 9 here with the Radiance does give you a bit more extension to the late game. It reminds you a bit of back in Bloodseeker used to get on pick. They used to go for Radiance on Bloodseeker if you wanted to extend things to the late game. Panjayasha if you wanted to win early. It's kind of simple with Kunkka, except not S and Y option. Yeah, as the Weaver is just so good. But plus here because you get really easy kills on Trim Protector.
Over here now! I'm over here! Hey! That's triple kill!
First buck.
Ho-ho!
There's no black hole now though, and you used all the buybacks just to guarantee this Roche. I think it's actually kind of fine if the PEPEGAS just guarantee this Roche, but now this is round 2. Mu comes in, they have no duel, they have no black hole. What is the pull here? Min pulls for now, finds, he does behind, catches Legion Commander, first spot. Okay, they do try to come back, Mu meander. Where's the extra damage? They need a bit more. Storm, they get it, but the Aegis, yes, it's on Bryle, so it's 5. However, E would have loved that Aegis. He's about to go down. He does die to the overwhelming odds it's gonna be, and E for 100 seconds as out 2000 going in the grave. Meanwhile, Bryle gets caught with a duel. He does have the Aegis though, so he can get it a second time, but the duel does give extra damage. They have the Stomp ready, they don't have it. They will still hit. Bryle in trouble. The Overgrowth is ready, and Bryle double death, including. No, sorry, just double death. But only the Shadow Demon together with, of course, Mumiander early. He didn't die twice, though. That was a terrible team fight for fighting PEPEGAS.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, taking cracks? Yeah, I think any team loves doing the back.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes, that's the most efficient way of playing. Point.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Be more efficient and make sure they can always make. But it's usually because any PEPEGAS goes for
Radiant's bottom shrine.
a higher risk, higher reward. Where if they can take all 3, then you gotta make it. If you don't take all 3, that's fine. It's technically more efficient to go for both at the same time if you can take all 3 levels. Right? If you have enough time, the best way to. It's a great smoke, by the way.
Bottom shrine has fallen.
No, of course, yes.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
It's gonna go for the range exploration. A bad play here by the PEPEGAS, that's the goal. Mumiander is the only target right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They have the duel. Zara comes.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, oh!
Dire's top tower is fallen.
Oh, they're going to the storm.
Is fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Where's the party?
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Yes, that team fight did not go the way of PEPEGAS again. I think the position there by Brax is fantastic though. They up to in the duel, they collapsed, was totally worth it. Sure, you used 2 ultimates on the gyro, so later on they couldn't completely finish the enemy team off. They actually, Brile played that really well, so I'm got back in, but it's just so tough to have the damage. And what is this? They gotta go for Brile, caught in the duel and disruption to save him. I don't know if that'll be enough though. Double damage Weaver still here. Brile's dead. They need to hit my back. Meanwhile on the backlines, Envy is fighting this against 9, hoping to get the skill. Ghost Ship will not hit though, as he activates the BKB in time. EE still going for it, but Reloki will send him back as Brile comes back in. Brile, he actually gets rid of. He's used the BKB. Brile, get away. He's still fighting this though. Brile, okay, you're very low on HP. Goes into the low ground. He's gonna be fine as Moo is forced to do the tunnels in the backlines. However, EE is about to go down. Moo still has a double damage. You're fighting right into this Weaver's hands. This is exactly what they've won the whole time. That's a GG. Well played.
What did I miss?
Fighting.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
The undying wakes.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Admiral Konka.
Radiant team pick. Mirana. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Done.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Hello guys and welcome back to the ESL 1 Hamburg 2019 NA qualifiers. As we are watching Fighting PEPEGAS do connect against J.STORM. This is match number 3, but there are 3 points on the board already. You ask, how is that? That doesn't check out. Well, turns out there's a winner's bracket advantage that Fighting PEPEGAS are taking advantage of. Going away from the qualification, go to Hamburg. Rip. Study. I need to study.
Remaining.
He's actually from
5
Hamburg as well.
seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, drink some masses. Fighting PEPEGAS versus J.STORM. It's third match, and J.STORM are starting to come back. It's happening.
Dire team ban.
Exciting.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, actually no, 20-second group stage.
Dire team pick.
Yes, very exciting. These teams, I'm sure they're both look chance to well, those tournaments are always fantastic, right? Production quality is really solid and player sells a better. It's hires for the year. Thank you very much. J.STORM, Kunka Marana, you, as we were talking about this in Downtime, actually, you're saying that there's no way teams have already gotten used to the Marana change in arrow.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Warlock.
A little bit over 10. What are you? It's a bit low. Getting close to like 6, 5.
5 seconds remaining.
Sure. Yeah. And the neutral changes are kind of annoying for Marana as well, because you often farm between getting your kills, right? With the arrow, taking the biggest neutral creep. And when you're farming the whole camp, the difference is but when you're farming a single creep, the difference becomes quite considerable. Because it goes from an extra bit of gold to just, well, just a waste of an arrow sometimes. J.STORM do pick up at the Warlock though, so they have an interesting support combination. A support that has a great defensive ability in the Warlock, but very static laning stage, whereas a very fluid, flexible support in the Marana that has both kill potential, harassment. Fantastic. In fact, the armor changes also help her out a bit because is a high attack range hero, likes dealing a lot of physical armor physical damage harassment in the early game to help out.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Could be Brawl, Tiny, and Mummy under Puck. I mean, these two are essentially flex picks. Yeah, you have Tiny 4, potential Puck 3-2, Tiny 3, Tiny 2 as well. It allows your draft to be very versatile, which I think fighting PEPEGAS are going for. And if you looked at last draft, right, I was talking about this, and you had J.STORM with a relatively versatile draft. They went for just very open, team-fight-oriented draft, right? And that allowed them to pick some hard counters, like for example, Legion Commander to the Bristleback, and that really helped them out. Fighting PEPEGAS understood this. If they make the draft really clear to read, like for example, Gyro Counter IO, then they open themselves up to these counters. And J.STORM, I mean, they're not new to this game. You guys have years of experience. They understand perfectly how to counter these basic combos. Now with the Spectre picked up by J.STORM, okay, interesting pickup. I'm not loving it too much, if I'm honest. I don't think the Spectre... So Spectre's pretty good against Puck because he's magical damage hero. And obviously Spectre just tanks up an HP. Fantastic. Though not too great against Tiny or Undying, though. Can still be bursted down. It doesn't quite hunt the Undying. Spectre tends to like to hunt support. Undying is not a support. She's actually really bad against the Tombstone as well.
5 seconds
attack speed
remaining. Dire team ban.
Timber Saw!
Zombie is on you. So no, because the Undying does counter. No, your Undying does, because the zombies will be near you at all times. It does a late unit. Because the zombie is on the right spot, right? I don't understand why. Like, yeah, if there's a friendly unit nearby, right? Then Desolate won't deal damage, right? So if the zombie's on the angle, if the angle of the zombie is nearby, you try to hit. Like if they're not chasing him behind you.
Radiant team ban.
Yes, the zombies are your unit, so in this case, yes, you're totally. You actually make a good point. The Decay is also really good against the Spectre in general. Yes. Dying Ursa, actually.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Player team pick.
Wraith King!
Ooh. The Wraith King is the choice. I actually like this hero. He carries around lifesteal, which allows you to heal up from the dispersion damage. He is not an easy hero to bring down, neither with Kunkka or Moran or Spectre. J.STORM has initiation, but they don't have consistent stunts. Which means once Wraith King is dead, you're like, guys, what do we do now? So, Batter actually adds to the mix. You know, Batter is a good counter to Wraith King in the lane. Well, he's okay. Actually, Wraith King can beat you under certain. But Batter is a good hero against Wraith King, but coming the mid lane, or the mid game, sorry, you realize, well, what do we do? Once we've wasted Lasso, Haunt, and Ghost Ship, Wraith King comes back, and you're like, stop him. You might need a Heaven's Halberd on the Kunkka just to stop the Wraith King or something like that, just to... Hero. Heaven's Halberd.
Ten seconds remaining.
I will also say, by the way, what you're saying before, I kind of want the Timbersaw against the Spectre, and you get a point, but we completely glossed over the Pathers. Hard counter too. I would say it's the only hero. I mean, OD's always banned, right? And Husker is never going to be picked, so it's just Timbersaw. Timbersaw is the hero to beat the Kunkka in lane. Fantastic, especially now that you combine it with a Tiny. I think that ever since the nerfs to Earth Spirit, which make him not so viable, Tiny is best hero no matter gank. Lost combo. Toss him into the Timbersaw, Whirling Death. If he already has one stack of Whirling Death on him, goodbye Kunkka. Delete it. No, Hector's carry, but Schofield. With those lineups, it's interesting because the dynamic has literally swapped around. So the guys at J.STORM before had a lineup that was oriented towards the early to mid game and win early, snowball, destroy. In this case, that's Fighting PEPEGAS who do that. Fighting PEPEGAS who do that, and now the onus is on them. They have to be the ones that create it. Whereas it's all up to... In the case of J.STORM, all they have to do is send... But... Yes, survive. I mean, obviously have some space creators with the Kunkka and like Banner. You're not particularly useless in the early game. Much like it seemed like last game, the guys at Fighting PEPEGAS had less. They had to commit much more to the early game. Here is much more of a 4 Protect 1 traditionally for J.STORM, which works out. It's actually the American region. I'm referring to both Americas in this case. Do still love the 4 Protect. Europe has moved away. If you look at Liquid or OG, for example, the top teams, they move away from that style. 4 Protect 1 still very much alive in the American. G still played that. Male sometimes played 3D and not 3 Protect 2. Anyway, in the case of Fighting PEPEGAS though, very different lineup. They are playing kind of a ladder lineup where once Wraith King comes online, they slowly come online one by one. Puck at level 15, Wraith King with a Radiance, and once they do that, peak is brutal, and they can pretty much plow through anyone in the end.
This is gonna sting!
I think we should probably help him out. I don't know. I don't know how much you want to leave the Wraith King against the Batrider, because you need the first level strike, perhaps even a level or just to withstand the Batrider. We have seen some things go for an early level or you're winning the war. It's terrible. The faster clicker. It's all about that. He's playing those clicker games. No, that's why. You're talking about move. Cows in this game. Tons of cows.
It's not your time. First blood, and here come the sharks.
Feels terrible about this. He went for the whirling death to try to win the lane, but of course then you can't stack reactive armor. Tidebringer hurts a lot, and you look to reach him more. He didn't even have a chance to use the healing set, or maybe a different. Him. Oh, there's just the pigs.
Clear cutting.
Now the mid lane is finally stabilized with Ryle getting armor. You can actually tank up the Tidebringer as long as you aggro the creative drop. This Timber starts to win the lane traditionally. It's an arcane rune, which is kind of a... Even went for the extra mangoes just to... Top lane with toss. I don't know if this is actually... One might actually in trouble. Petrol Dagger uses orb in an offensive way. It's like, oh, wait, no, I'm not going to jump the orb. You using it for harassment. Level.
From what primordial
Go for a level late, however. Spectral Dagger though. Nice avalanche. Oh, Dangle's just barely saving Moon. Moon, just believe. Deals more damage overall, but it deals less damage. So area spell much effective with this spell, especially or in general, because one that's more valuable now, especially with 5 engagements. However, for the harassment, quote unquote, it will effect.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Untie! Birth out of reach!
Yeah, to appreciate how much that arrow has been. Things back though, Envy. Very low cooldown time as respawn, sorry, as he is only level 3. Oh, the arrow. Now, goodbye snaking. In that region would have been very high value if you could have been able. Not the chance. Aoi versus Bragg still duking it out here in the bottom lane. There is a Firefly wants to use the mango, so I would have to be a bit careful. I think he's looking at the Mon and I can beat him away. Mirana's in the pool as well. Arrow. However, she is keeping it just for now. That leap, you see? He just attacks slightly lower. Solar Pool will heal him though, as Eternal Envy takes the role of going for the runes. The arrow actually hits him perfectly. He decided not to go up. And Moose will just walk around. He even taunts him. Look at this. I don't even need this rune. Given to Brax instead. It's a Gloves of Haste to, so it used to be a Hyperstone, that's a glove. Considerable, if you think.
This is gonna sting!
Mid lane, they are going for... Oh, that avalanche. I think he's still hanging about. Maybe tossing.
Dire are scanning.
Do now it seems like it's going to be used. All they need is a bit of a toss. Ryle get dealt a lot of damage with the arrow as well, but they toss him forward, and he's still doing a lot with the help of Moon Meander there. They get 9, and next target is Moose, as Moose close to dying. All the a bit more damage. One last hit is they're going to kill with Aoi 2000, punching him to death. But Ryle now in trouble, gets all this magical damage. This is chasing him to death and burning him to a crisp. Moon Meander also the target, but he does manage to jump away in time. Flame Break does come by, but Moon Meander, however, they still survive as Odd has been committed just to kill Moon Meander, but they just strip him to save him, and the last second John's Moon Meander will make it to the shrine. Between him and Aoi 2000, this duo is unkillable, but the best part about this, you know what it was? That our EE was farming the whole time. Yes.
With honor!
Thanks a lot.
Take down the Marauders, stop the enemy force, stop a lot of the kill potential that this team have. That flaming
Grievous misunderstanding.
Burnt offerings.
Hey, shit, you don't think. Alright, Bryle. Okay. You're not taking this rune away from Bryle, and now you might be in trouble.
Out of the tree, no!
Death from above. Illusion.
We get more calm now as Snaking and AUI looking for a kill here. The bottom lane or whatever goes up to the high ground. However, it's Frax and move a bit too difficult. You really cannot take these guys down. The battle is still too strong with Firefly almost ready. Levels are sticking in. Oh, thank God for the wall that sees the rotation completely. Very nice defensive. Making sure that the moves cannot surprise you at all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gather round.
Spawn of shadows.
Take down the mid-tier one. Careful, because the chip comes Ryle could be in trouble.
Top tower.
Increased the reactive armor right now. They use Timber Saw dead. Like one last Timber Chain. That's it. As the World also comes out, marks his death. There's a lot of commitment though by J.STORM, and again MB still farming. This reminds me a bit of when we watch Infamous. This is Hector that you were talking about. You weren't too wrong. This is Wraithing Hector just far away while his team sacrifices everything to keep him up and row.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean,
Dire's middle
you're up
tower
against the pocket at the
has
best of lanes. You got an okay amount of net worth, even though obviously he's beating you. The sad thing is the Spectre doesn't farm as quickly, so you have to get the hunt. Till now, he's been able to get once. Oh, the arrow! Yes, it will. Arrow speed means nothing to move.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Behold!
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Getting recognition and torn. Because it's only level 1 phase shift. One, two, two. However, I mean, the sword was buffed considerably. Some period. I still find the most efficient build still is currently, because that was where the biggest change happens on, in terms of just effect, right? Because of the nature of how units usually have it. But I understand that it's reduction could really major from level 2 to level 3. Yeah, no, on the sword. The thing is, level 1 Tombstone is fat. Like, you really need level 2 at least for freaking fights. Okay, phase shift, nice. Now with the silence though, however, the torrent does hit. Clean that out as Moon Meander is forced to jaunt himself safety. But they still got the second X. And that X is already maxed, so that cooldown, quite nice and low. 9. They go for him. They drop the Tombstone as well, but it's not doing much. Those zombies are absolute garbage.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And Bruno is not in trouble. No, the armor stacks. It's not farming the easy. It's kind of healing as the Hawk comes in, and now it's time for Moon to farm enemy heroes as Naking gets dropped, and he takes the. No, I was actually time takes us in the process. If you actually watch, again, just because he reminds me a lot of Hector, because if you watch Hector, he was very efficient. He was the guy who started doing the, I'm gonna infest the creeps in the jungle farm, right? I mean, he was the best farmer in and you watch his usage, and he actually always minuses the small creep or the melee creep. Like, he always uses the low experience versus, as long as he can get more gold.
Radiant's middle tower
So he doesn't use minus for experience, which is interesting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No, yeah, maximizing gold output is what. Everyone knew this was the case. It's just that people were maximizing experience. Well, kind of want experience first, then maximize gold. But they realized that no, maximizing gold on your carry, especially carries like Wicking or Lifesteal, getting the timing earlier for Radiance is the most important. And you actually get a couple matches recently that show that exactly. When you have a Rating versus Lifestealer, and whoever gets Radiance first, massive rate. And here it's not the same because Spider doesn't feel the same.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Which is the right way to go, actually. Again, Lifestealer Radiant, Lifestealer versus Rating, oftentimes you'd see one of them foregoing the build of Radiance, or instead going for Armlet build, because that was just more efficient, because you guarantee that you could get earlier. And the Manta style is the same case here. You can go for Diffusal Blade as well here, which is brutal against the
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Go!
Back so soon?
Fortunate 9 just stack away from an ancient stack. I would say for Puck, it's just important you get low. That's what you need. Level 15 is your peak. You get the 15% spell amp, maybe avail Discord if you can ideally get it by then, and you're good to go. Not honoring his name at all, man. He's a liar. Going against his own lore.
Radiant's middle
You are
tower
currently
is under
dividing
attack.
farm a bit.
Radiant structures
So right
are
now,
fortified.
it's unfortunate because EE is farming a bit. Argue even. But they kind of know that J.STORMs are in the middle lane, hanging out with a lot of people, so maybe that's why, and EE just taking advantage of this and farming farm that you would usually not have access to.
middle tower
The fact that he was
is under
dividing
attack.
this farm with Brile is. I keep drawing the comparison to Infamous HAMBURG now, I guess, because of just the difference in how they play. Dividing the farm between core is never a good idea here,
Dire's
especially when you're
middle
playing such
tower
a timing-dependent core as Wraith.
Your hopes?
You really need to get those timings up, and the Kunkka has gone for a mid-game build, so has the Spectre. J.STORM is adapting
Radiant's
properly.
middle tower
They're going for
is
builds that are low cost, because that way they can activate it early, and they're more impactful.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nope, he has the X mark the spot still.
Before my
So yeah,
time.
Moon is gone.
Deep
See, these are the kills you want though. These are kills next to your tower. These are kills next to objectives. You're not creating space for these kills. Storm loves these kills. They're like easy delivery. And you can go for more now. This
Dire's top
rotation is
tower
just natural to them.
attack.
Okay, 8 stacks of reactive armor. The Timbersuck can still pile them on with his creeps. Hopefully he gets them.
Radiant's middle
They have
tower
X.
is under attack.
What a god, Snake.
from rabble to orange.
What do you do?
Trespasser.
The reincarnation there unfortunately wasted level 1. This is horrendous for... Never want to lose a ring. Because he's so close to level 12 as well.
It's a fail vote.
Taking careful in trouble. There they go. Arrow missing, sneaking, but and sacrificed himself earlier. And now they want to show him that their sacrifice was in vain. We'll kill him regardless. There's the upheaval slowing him down. Flame victory. Show the upheaval hits first. And wants to help his teammate out. But snaking now. So slow. Here's the counter. Warlock. But Mumia comes in with a drink kill as well. Might be able to kill the Moran at least. He's brought back just for this. To save snaking. Is it going to be worth it? Can they actually stop this Rockman being burnt?
This is how it ends.
You're not gonna be able to TP there, buddy. As Meander is torrented up,
I'm lively now.
and they want to finish him off as well. X mark the spot will bring it right to its grave. I am imploding, Seek. I am imploding. What are we watching? These guys are losing the plot. They can do so much better. Not the plays. Brile, why are you there? 6 seconds of reactive armor. Oh, up there. That's where you belong, Brile. Have a timeout.
Damn, that sounds good.
GG. GG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They fall.
JL, it's your turn.